Organization is the Calgary Bridge Foundation for Youth, and I am the CEO of the organization. I've been in my role since November 2014, so it's 3 years now.
Do you like it?
I love it. It's my passion. I've always worked in multicultural diasporas. I came from South Africa in 2005, so South Africa is a very multicultural diaspora.
Yeah.
I've always worked in that kind of environment, and then when I came here, I worked at the University of Calgary as a faculty librarian, again working with the multicultural cohort of students, and then went off to Calgary Bridge Foundation, Calgary Public Library as diversity services manager, again working with diverse groups, and newcomers was one of the groups that I worked with. And then I came to Calgary Bridge, and I love it. It's my passion, and serving humanity humbly with humility is pretty much my motto, and I believe that as a successful immigrant after many years, I feel that we have to give back to our newcomers that arrive. And I think the organization does a phenomenal job of serving almost 13,500 individuals every year. Our communications person was negotiating a deal with ERA to have laptops donated to our low-income families. Hence, that's how I heard about ERA. So the first donation of about 65 laptops and desktops came to the Calgary Bridge Foundation for Youth in November 2014. Huge difference. Now, when you come in as a newcomer, depending on the status that you come in, and regardless of the status that you come in also sometimes, when I say status, I mean as a permanent resident or a refugee or a temporary foreign worker, but pretty much as a permanent resident and a refugee, you don't really have an abundance of funds when you come into a new country, when you're trying to start a life in a new country. I always relate it to Maslow's theory, because there are basic needs that you need, and sometimes a laptop is not one of your basic needs. If you need to have food on the table, you need to have a home, and if you need to provide the basic comforts. So a laptop is something, or a desktop, or regardless of whatever, it's very essential for newcomers to seek employment, for newcomers to find resources. And a lot of our newcomers are very tech savvy. They may not speak the language very well, but they're extremely tech savvy, and I can say that without a doubt for our youth, they are really, really good with technology. So I think it helps them a lot, especially with a newcomer family that comes in and they are a bigger family, they have more members in the family. It's not easy to share one laptop, so the bigger families tend to if an additional laptop is really important for them. For the newcomer youth that go to school, they're expected to provide complete their assignments or provide their work in typed format. So I think it's very important that they have something to go home to and continue with their work. Often they work at the library computers, or they work at the school library computers, but when they get home, they don't have a computer. So I think it actually eases the transition when they're here, eases access, allows accessibility. It enables them to use the device to seek information for employment, to look at online resources, to connect with community, and connect with family back home. It's very hard when you leave your family back home. It's really difficult. You don't want to have them in an isolated state right here. So I think that just connecting with family back home, finding the resources, having the kids do their homework on a computer is really beneficial. For the families, absolutely. I mean, I came in 2005, and the first thing I did was I went to Future Shop to pick up a computer. That was my first day, pretty much, when I arrived. We had the family take us over that picked us up from the airport a few days, or actually the first day, telling us where to get the laptop and where to get a computer. And we bought that, I think, within about 3 days. And not cheap, but I mean, we realized that was priority if we wanted to get anywhere and connect with people in Canada, and also to keep contact with family back home. And one child that we gave a laptop to, we love to refer to our kids as Bridge Kids, said that she's never owned her laptop. This was the first time that she had a laptop, and she was going to share it with her dad. Wow. So that was very heartwarming to hear. Other kids would clearly say that, this is not as a newcomer family, this is a luxury, and they won't consider luxury first before basic amenities. So they've also confirmed that this was a huge and generous kindness from ERA, and they really valued the fact that there is an organization that is out there that is prepared to work collaboratively with organizations like us to help settle and integrate. And what ERA is doing is phenomenal right now. It's just a brilliant partnership. Really have for the last 3 years, really excited to have met ERA, really excited to learn about your philosophy and your passion to support community. And I think our newcomers are so much better now that we've created this partnership. And just donating a laptop today to a gentleman that you've just done, who's coming to the country 10 years ago, had to do his qualifications, was an engineer back home, came into the country, just finished his qualifications, and is looking for a job right now. So that computer will be just fantastic for him, because it's his way of connecting to the job resources out there. It's his way of making contacts, and we all know in life it's getting to know people that will connect you with other people. So you've actually opened a world of information to our newcomers, and we thank you kindly for that. So I think, yes, the demand is always going to be there. Our children are becoming a lot more tech savvy. They come in with technology skills, and I think, a lot of them are, again, moving in the area of everything becoming online, everything available online, just having the world of information brought right to their feet. So yes, there's always going to be a demand for some device or the other. I mean, kids know about a new device that's coming out before it even comes out. That's how relevant they are, and that's how abreast of the game they are. So yes, anything, definitely IT, pretty much, it's a rhetorical question, I think. Why not? Because in the, this is our new normal, pretty much, right now. Yes, and our kids are very good. I mean, as I said earlier on, they are ELL kids. Some of them have a language barrier, and which we choose to build with our programs, build that level of confidence, that leadership, lifelong learning, help them with their language acquisition. But when it comes to technology, I pretty much think the new generation of kids are born with that. So yes, there will definitely always be a demand.